Anonymous user, y'all are in the perfect time slot. If I had to listen to Moscone in the morning going to work 1 hour from St. Francisville, I'd go crazy. You listen to him in the afternoon?
Look, man, we just want everybody to have a good time on their way to work. Work sucks, I know. I left you roses by the stairs.
LSU quarterback Joe Burrow was named SEC Offensive Player of the Week for his exceptional performance in Saturday's 66-38 win over Vanderbilt. This is the third time that Burrow has been named SEC Player of the Week. Tigers on a bye this weekend, returns to action October 5th versus Utah State in Tiger Stadium, which was announced yesterday that they will kick off at 11 a.m.
I mean, what reality do we live in? We have been through 4 weeks of the college football season. And 75% of those weeks, Joe Burrow has been named the single best player in the entire SEC. Remember, this is not an award that you just get for having a good performance. This is a singular award handed to one individual each week, and he's taken it down 3 times. He's already tied the record, Jordy. Jamarcus did it 3 times. I think Hodson did it 3 times, I read this morning. He's already tied it. Great chance that Joe Burrow breaks it by season's end.
LSU basketball coach Will Wade and the Tigers get back on the court this Friday. Wade was speaking to the media on Monday and had praise for the football team.
Like I said, I know nothing about football. It's just how they've changed, how fast they move. They don't have penalties. They don't have a lot of mistakes. Like, I mean, it's just seamless. And that, to me, is Burrow. I tell our point guards all the time, you're the quarterback. You got to lead the huddles. You got to know what everybody's got to do. And, I mean, he seems jawing at the Vanderbilt players a little bit. You got to like that. Kind of like Javonte for us. When he's out there in the front of the defense and he gets going, your team feeds off that, whether it's your point guard, your quarterback, whoever it may be.
Yeah, some really interesting perspective from a fellow head coach, even if he is in a different sport. One thing that I love that he pointed out, Jordy, was just how the change is so stark, and yet the transition has been so smooth, which is unbelievable.
The thing that I'm most impressed with, and I know very little to nothing about football, is how clean they run it is unbelievable. I mean, how smooth the transition. I mean, to go to Texas in the second game and how smoothly all that operates, I think people are way overlooked. I mean, that is hard to do, to totally change your tempo, your operation, and how smoothly they run all that stuff is incredible. I think that's a credit to, obviously, Coach O, but the quarterback, the center, he's a big-time kid. And, you know, I think the center, all those guys, I mean, they got it. That's really, really difficult to do. That's the most impressive thing to me as a coach.
I mean, I love that kind of perspective, that way, just because it has been so smooth, Jordy, that sometimes when things look that easy, you start to think they're that easy, and they're really not. So it is a testament to what they've done in these few months of the offseason and just how spoiled we've become here so quickly.
You take for granted what you watched.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I've completely taken that entire element for granted.
As we said, the LSU basketball team, defending SEC champs, will get back on the practice floor this Friday, September 27th. Here was Wade talking a little bit more, this time about his trip, his group, and what he learned about the trip to Spain.
Yeah, we played Javonte and Skyler a little bit more in the one game against Dominican, but all the rest of them we didn't play them nearly as much. We wanted to see how those younger guys did. I thought Charles Manning was phenomenal. You know, Trendon led us in scoring, and Bishop had his moments. So I think we got a lot out of the trip from those guys, just understanding where they are and what we need to improve on and what we need to get better on. And now we've got to fine-tune things as we start practice. We're certainly ahead of where we would have been if we hadn't been on the trip, and now we've just got to, but it does us no good to have that advantage if we can't press that advantage and continue to move forward, continue to get better.
One guy I would love to hear more about from Wade, a guy that redshirted last year that I completely forgot about, Andre Hyatt.
Yeah.
Skylar Mays was saying that during that trip to Spain, he was shooting like 60% from 3, 6 to 8 rebounds per game. This seems like a team with a lot of potential and a lot of different ways they could build this lineup.
Big body scorer in Hyatt. New Orleans Saints back in the Superdome this Sunday for a prime time tilt versus the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be a 7:20 start. Sean Payton had a chance to evaluate and watch the film from Seattle. Here's his thoughts.
Well, I thought in the kicking game we did a good job controlling the field position. Obviously, we had the big return. I thought defensively we held up well against the run. I thought our numbers there were good. The challenge with that team and that offense is containing the quarterback. But, we scored a touchdown with the fumble recovery. Offensively, I thought our run game was efficient. There's still some things we've got to clean up. As a team overall, we still were high with penalties, none on special teams again. So enough when you watch the tape where you want to get after the corrections, but encouraged with the things we did to win.
New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys this Sunday inside the Dome. That'll be a 7:20 start on NBC. LSU baseball, Tiger baseball squad, finished up with the number 6 college baseball recruiting class in the country. That was released on Monday, according to College Baseball Magazine. This marks the Tigers' second top 10 finish this month. LSU was number 7 in Baseball America's recruiting poll that was released earlier in September. Tigers have now finished top 10 in the country 12 of the past 13 years in recruiting. Fall practice concludes with the intra-squad purple and gold scrimmage November 7th and 8th. Remember, they'll play 2 exhibition games this fall, Sunday, October 27th at UNO, and then Sunday, November 3rd at Nichols.
Yeah, great job getting another top 10 class. I believe Vandy's number 1 again, right? A little bit of a Bama situation brewing on the baseball diamond for the Commodores. But they're coming to Alec Box this year. That's right, so get hyped for spring baseball.
Washington Redskins fell last night in Monday Night Football to the Chicago Bears 31-15.